Hiya! Welcome! So, if you will recall yesterday's video, and it was only 24 hours ago, so if you've seen it, then I'm sure you'll remember, I opened and tested some Bombay Mix, the Asian spicy snack, which was sent to me as a mystery act of kindness from Abigail Barry, BBW. So, now, I made a mistake in that video. Abby had actually sent me 4 items from Amazon, but that was the only one, the big bag of Bombay Mix, that had turned up on that day. After I was editing and ready to publish the video, the other 3 things that Abby sent me turned up, and then I remembered that I'd seen on her screenshot, her message to me, it said 4 items to be sent to the one and only Jimmy Barnes, her words, not mine. And I was like, oh yeah, there's only one thing here. The other 3 must be coming the day after. So the other 3 items have arrived, and in a way it's good because it means then I can split the video into 2 videos, and I can just do a kind of varied taste test in this one, and that's what I'm going to be doing. I've got 3 spicy items. I've never tried any of them before either, so that's a bonus. I'm going to try all 3 of them right here today and let you know what I reckon, let you know if they're a bit spicy, very spicy, too spicy, or just kind of disappointing, like I have to say that Bombay Mix was. It was just more salty and over-seasoned than anything, but I'm not a big Bombay Mix fan anyway, but I appreciate Abby for sending me that and asking me to try it. I'm really intrigued by all 3 of these items though. I'm looking forward to them, like genuinely, particularly the second one, and I'll tell you why I'm putting the second one in second place later on. But the first item that I'm going to show you and that I'm going to try is some spicy seaweed. Oh yes. Now, I've not had seaweed in a long time. I've not eaten it much at all. I remember the first time I tried it, I was at my friend Lee's house, Lee Glasby. Shout out to Mr. G if you're watching, my friend. I miss you and the family. Hope we can get together soon. And we're having a Chinese, and I think Lee and his wife Claire, they ordered some seaweed, you know, just some of the little, like it's classed as a starter. Lee said, try this, you'll like it. It just tastes like sort of a bit like crisps. And I thought, oh, seaweed, that's not the sort of thing I like. I'm very fussy, as I was discussing with people in my comment section on yesterday's video. Very fatty eater. I'm pretty terrible to cook for, really, and to cater to. Well, I tried the seaweed, and I thought, yeah, that's quite nice. When Abby sent me this spicy seaweed, it was like, oh, can't wait to try this and the other 2 things in a taste test video. So this is from the brand High Tempura, and it apparently is delicious with good nutrients from the sea. But the sea's where sharks shit. Product of Thailand, apparently. Let's just get into it and try it. So, I've had seaweed, like sort of Chinese takeaway seaweed, but never this sort of pre-packaged seaweed that's got other flavourings in, and this is a spicy flavour. So let me, I need to rip it open like this. There is an aroma coming out, nothing, oh no, that's stronger. Hang on, something in here. Oh, it's the desiccant. I thought it looked like sort of peppercorns at the start. I thought, oh, do you sprinkle peppercorns on here? That's weird. But no, this is the desiccant, the little bag that you put in to take away moisture in air. So glad I didn't try and pour that on this, otherwise that would become instantly inedible and maybe even toxic. Let's crack into these. It doesn't say what sort of level of spice this is, I don't think. It does have some serving suggestions. Eat with drinks, in other words. Just serve them like you would sort of pretzels or nuts or something with beer. Mix with noodles. I know that's quite common in Far Eastern cuisine, putting seaweed in various dishes. As a snack, which just looks the same as eat with drinks. And eat everywhere. So, yeah, some very specific suggestions there. Okay, let's just get into this. Oh, I wasn't expecting it to be quite so dark. I was expecting it to be more green, actually. I suppose that maybe classed as a very, very dark green, but to my eyes, that side just looks black, really. So presumably this is like deep fried. Having a quick look at the ingredients. Wheat flour is the first ingredient, seaweed is the second, so there's more wheat flour than actual seaweed. And then other uninteresting things. Right, let's just give it a go. Texture-wise, the aftertaste. Ooh, the aftertaste is a bit. Ugh. Starts out quite nice, but it leaves a really sort of hanging aftertaste. The texture of it sort of reminds me of like a thicker, crunchier quaver, or sort of like puffed wheat kind of thing. You know, like sort of your old puffed wheat cereal. Although this is obviously a lot more salty and savoury. Let's finish this one. See, it starts out very pleasant. Spice-wise, wouldn't say it's massively spicy at all. The worst thing about it is this aftertaste that I'm getting as soon as I've swallowed. That's not great, but they start out really nice. If I could get used to this funny aftertaste, and I'm feeling sort of some heat in my throat, so there is a kick to them. That comes in afterwards as well. Let me just cleanse the palate, if you can cleanse the palate with a cup of coffee. I think I could probably get used to these, actually. Having them with a drink or something, I think that probably negates this aftertaste that I'm getting a little bit. And once you take that away, these are quite nice. I do like these, apart from the aftertaste. So that was the spicy seaweed. Right, now the second item, I'm really excited to try these because if you'd seen a recent taste test video of mine, you'll know how much I love this particular snack. I've never had this brand before, never had this flavour before. This is Mr. Trotter's Great British Pork Crackling, triple cooked for a crisper crunch. I love pork crackling, pork scratchings. And this is jalapeno chili flavour. Now, jalapeno flavour things, I like them. I always find jalapeno, it's sort of quite a tangy sort of spice more than anything. I wouldn't say it's the hottest thing. I can go quite considerably hotter than jalapeno. To me, it's always sort of a tangy, almost pickly kind of flavour. So this is going to be interesting, but I love pork scratchings. I do like jalapeno flavoured things, depending on what they are. So this one is the one I'm really excited to try. But I'm doing it second, and you'll see why for the last item. So let's get into these pork scratchings. There again, I think I'm best off tearing this bag, if I can. Yeah, I'm struggling. Struggling already. And I've not got any scissors or my knife or anything up here, because obviously I opened... Oh no, I've done it. So scent-wise, they just kind of smell like pork crackling. Can't really get any chili aroma from them. You can see them there. No, let's do a bigger one than that, shall we? Yeah, that one looks about as big as you get. So here they are. So it's sort of like all puffed up, as a lot of pork crackling or pork-based snacks are. And ingredients-wise, the spice extract seems to be quite low down in the ingredient. In fact, I think it's a last ingredient. So I'm not expecting these to be overly hot. I don't know if Abby got this stuff because she thought, oh, like it could be like a sort of spicy tolerance challenge, or whether she just knows that I like spicy food, I like curries and things, and she just decided, oh, like let's get him some general stuff. Probably the second. Anyway, let's try this. That's different. Nice quality pork scratchings. I don't know if the jalapeno flavour works well. I'm starting that sort of tangy kind of heat that you get from jalapeno chili. It's weird, it feels a little bit kind of synthetic, like it's not quite right to me. They're sort of going for jalapeno, but just slightly missing the mark. But not horrible, but very unusual. Let me try this little one. There we go. I think if I was just sort of eating these with like a glass of Coke or something, not beer, I haven't drunk alcohol in quite a few years. If I was eating those with a glass of Coke or something, coffee's probably a weird choice to have with it, but it's the morning and I need my morning coffee. Then I think those would be a very pleasant snack, yeah. Sort of getting used to... I want to have another one, because I think the more I'm eating these, the more I'm enjoying them. Even though the first one was a bit of a weird shock and it tasted a little bit artificial. Perhaps the coffee's helping as well. See, that was a nice one. And then there's just kind of that sort of heat in my throat, very slight, but nothing that's going to make my eyes stream or my nose run, which is what a good hot curry should always do. If you're not a snotty mess by the time you've finished eating a hot curry, then the curry just wasn't hot enough. That's my philosophy. Right, the last thing I'm really intrigued by, I've saved this till last because this is like a sweet item. So this is essentially the dessert out of the three. I've never had these before. These are Pulperin Dots Extra Picante. What these basically are spicy tamarind candy coated sweets. Extra hot flavour. Yeah. So extra hot, spicy candy or sweets. Now that is a new thing for me. For me, spicy food should be, or is for me anyway, always savoury. I know that you can get spicy candy. I've seen other people eat them in videos and on TV and stuff like that. I know tamarind, which I think is a tree, or that's the product that you get from a certain type of tree in parts of Asia. That's quite a popular ingredient in some Asian cooking. But I don't think I've ever had it, or I've never used it in cooking. Certainly never had tamarind sweets before, not extra hot ones. I'm quite nervous about these, to be honest. I think these are from Mexico, actually, yeah. De La Rosa, and I can see a Mexican address on here. So, genuine Mexican sweets, that's quite exciting. Even though I would associate tamarind with Asia, I was associating Mexico with chili. Jalapeno was, well, that's a Spanish name for starters. Right, let me get one. I'm quite dreading these. I suppose if you like sort of cinnamon chewing gum, which I don't mind a tiny hint of cinnamon in an apple pie, but it's not something that I particularly like generally. But I suppose if you like cinnamon chewing gum, which is something sweet but with quite a kick to it, then you may enjoy these. Not sure whether you're supposed to suck these, chew them. I guess I'll just put it in my mouth and find out.
That's what he said, right, guys? Because of gay?
Well, I'm getting no flavour from sucking it, so I'm going to risk chew. Kind of like sort of big, slightly softer Skittles. Pretty sweet. There's a real fruity flavour to them. No heat kicking in yet. I've got a feeling it's coming. So far, these are nice. Pretty interesting. Oh, now there is some heat. Not unpleasant. It's not as weird a sensation as I thought it would be. I like them, they're nice. I mean, it's only a small pack. Maybe that's sort of like a hint, don't eat too many. You know, if you eat the whole pack, then your mouth's going to be on fire by the end of it. They were nice, yeah. So, I've tried 3 things, and I quite like them all. The seaweed, like I say, there's that weird aftertaste issue that kind of puts me off them a little bit, but other than that, that's quite a nice snack. There's these jalapeno pork scratchings, or pork crackling. that when I first had a couple, the jalapeno flavour just felt too artificial to me, but I kind of got used to it, and I think I will really enjoy finishing this bag now. And a very nice surprise at the end was these Tamarind extra spicy sweets from Mexico. And even though it says extra hot or extra picante, there was a kick to them, but it was like quite pleasant and it worked well with what this is. So in a way, I think these sweets, surprisingly, are the best of the three for me, as it just works a lot better than I expected it to. So there we are, 3 unusual spicy snacks. 2 savoury, 1 sweet, sent to me in an act of kindness by Abigail Barry. Queen, thank you again so much for these and for yesterday's Bombay mix. I will of course leave a link again to Abigail Barry's YouTube channel down at the top of my description. Thank you all for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed this, and thank you as always to all of my amazing subscribers and patrons. I'm going to go now and, yes, finish my morning coffee, but also have a dive into some more of these slightly spicy snacks and see if any of them grow on me, whether if I eat more of the sweets they'll get hotter, etc. And I do hope that all of you will join me again for my next taste test video. Cheers everyone. See ya!